I saw some crazy video and you're doing an awesome dance to a yoga song
Oh
on a
yeah,
mountain.
yoga dance. Yeah, that
That's
was funny. You know why?
why
I did that when we arrived at the top with this research team
to
of the
Mount
university
Kilimanjaro, the top of where?
in Poland.
Oh, in Poland. Okay.
It's in Poland in wintertime,
Mm-hmm.
and yes, we go always to the summit over there after 4 days of training.
Wow.
All in short, like 5 hours exposed to the cold,
Wow.
freezing temperatures,
Yeah.
and enabling us to do funny things.
Yeah.
The science part is important.
Yeah.
The drive.
Yeah.
Why
you do it.
Why I do what I do.
Yeah. Yeah.
And keep on doing it.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's very interesting.
Yeah.
I always like to discover new areas, new dimensions of the life itself,
Yeah.
and not to be conditioned.
Yeah.
And the conditioning, which is related to the comfort zone of controlling.
Yeah.
I don't like that. That's why I always want to refine myself in nature. So in a couple of days, I go back to the Kilimanjaro and climb with 27 people.
Wow.
And the oldest participant is 76 years old.
Wow.
I have to take care that he is able to reach the summit, not only like reaching the summit of the Kilimanjaro, but also in a record time.
Yeah.
So something more than a day to the summit. And then with a person without prior experience in mountaineering, I think that's a great, big challenge.
Huge challenge.
I like to show the world we are able to do so much more if we just go out of our ways, rigid patterns of thinking.
Yeah.
And therefore, the connection between the body and the mind changes, a paradigm shift. That's what I try to create, not only by doing all this myself, but showing that everybody actually is very able to do so much more than we ever thought possible.
Yeah.
Because like 3 years ago, I began to go and climb with all kinds of people in physiologically looking at it by the experts and the physiologists telling me this is not possible.
It's impossible.
It's impossible. With people, even with diseases, no prior mountaineering experience.
Right.
3 days in short to the top of the Kilimanjaro. That we don't want to link with this expedition.
Right.
This is irresponsible. People are going to die.
Yeah.
And they have all these diseases. And you know what we did? We didn't do it in 3 days. We did it in 2 days.
2 days,
And I did not hear anything of these experts and these physiologists anymore.
Yeah.
So last year I did it again. Not in 2 days, in 31 hours.
Wow.
Now, the oldest participant is 76 years old.
Yeah.
And I still try to beat the old record.
How many people did it last time with you? This one's 27 people. Is it going to go with you?
First group was 26.
26.
Then 20, then 20, and now 27.
Yeah. What's your biggest concern with the 76-year-old or anyone else in the group?
Simply, I have to watch him.
Yeah.
I have to watch. He is 76 years old. He's got a great spirit.
Yeah.
But I have to see if his body, if he listens to his body.
Yeah.
I think he is able, by using the techniques properly, really going through the fear, and I'm looking at him, I'm going to go with him, then in that flow, he will be able to go up. But I have to stay in connection with this man, to be aware of this man. Not only of this, like 12 or 13 women, too.
Yeah.
They all gonna do it in, barely dressed, barely clothed.
Right.
Pure nature. It's hard, but righteous.
Yeah.
And it's over before they before they understand it. It is done.
Yeah.
Because they will go as deep as into the brain where there are no words.
Yeah.
There is just sensations, pure primordial feelings.
Yeah.
And they have to get into that and just keep on. Shut up with your mind and just do it.
Yeah.
Just go into it. And the just do it is nothing more than taking on that primordial feeling, sensation, and do it consciously.
Yeah.
And then we are able to do so much more. And that it has been shown, Jeremy, in the university, that people doing these breathing techniques and using their focus, which is feeling, focus is feeling, they produced, lying in bed, more adrenaline than somebody going into its first bungee jump in fear.
Wow.
And compared the blood results with the two research conducted research programs.
Yeah.
So it is really going controlled into the pureness of the stress hormone release, the adrenaline, epinephrine, the survival mode.
Yeah.
But now consciously and totally in tune and in peace, in control with the deepest part of the brain.
Yeah.
Which is hypothalamus, pineal gland, amygdala, and all that, the brainstem, reptilian. And we know how to control that one.
Yeah.
And so I get them over there, and I really talk to these people. Are you really there? And because if you got something going on in your mind as a reserve, then you're going to be then you're going to be punished, or you're going to harm yourself up there, because there is no space for
error
in an attitude.
Yeah.
You got to be open totally in order to interact with the fast changing circumstances of going so fast in the ascent.
Yeah.
Because the body normally with the attitude, as we live in the comfort zone, is not able to adapt. That's why these physiologists and these experts told us, but these are the physiological barriers. This is scientifically proved.
Right.
People are going to die. We don't want to link with this. We are the experts. You don't know, etc. You're just a renegade or this or that. And I told them, no. What I learned is not out of the books.
Yeah.
What I learned is coming from nature.
Yeah.
And the cold is merciless.
Yeah.
But righteous as well.
What did you find the last group that you took to Mount Kilimanjaro? What was the toughest part? What were some of the people saying was the toughest part of that journey for them?
The toughest part is the interesting. Yeah, many are, of course, physiologically the last part. But people were so motivated until almost 5,000 meters, which is 15,000 feet.
Yeah.
Very, very motivated. And then, there were two people. Then the toughest part, I think, is they got to listen to me.
Yeah.
Because I come from nature. I know what nature is. I'm a medium of nature. Yeah. And I tell them, listen, I know what the mountain exerts of us. Asking of us. It asks obedience. It asks you should surrender to the mountain and be open, because then the mountain is able, the circumstances are able to change your physiology to be adapted to the circumstances and go on and have sufficient oxygen and pH levels and all that. And so you got to learn to listen. But some guys did not listen. You know what they do when we arrived at the last camp before the summit?
What?
Like in a very accelerated pace.
Yeah.
We got there, and then people are really tired.
Yeah.
But they still got this. They still got this. The goal within their heads.
Yeah.
And that makes them open to go and to do the last part. But then two of these guys, they were like, I like to lie down and why do we need to go now? And
they're doubting things.
That little is taken away the conviction of those people.
Yeah.
So that's this time I told everybody, you listen to me.
Right.
We are going to the top. We got it in our head, and nothing will come in between.
Yeah.
I know it will work if you just don't have your head messing up whatever blocks the adaptation, which is natural when you are open and you are able to do so much more, but don't get in between. So you listen to me. So I make sure, that's for me the toughest part.
Yeah.
Beside of that, to take this older guy, the 76-year older guy, Hank, to take him to the top and to guide him, because his spirit is surrendering, is humble, is okay, is strong, but his body, he should not. It's a very delicate point with him, and but I really want to reach with him in a record time, the summit, to show the world, hey man, 76 years old, in shorts, in something more than one day, getting to the summit. This is far, far past beyond
no limitations.
And so if we are able to show that once again, it will open up people's eyes. And this is just in a couple of days beginning.
Yeah.
So I'm very excited right now doing that. And every time when I do a record, in the ice or swimming under the ice, or
I think you have 21 of them at this point,
or anything, in the extreme.
Yeah.
I'm very, very excited. I'm silent. I know I got to be like an animal, like nature. Yeah. Pure into nature. I got to be obedient to the natural laws within, and it enables me that what I program me to do, like a record or this or that, to become 100% feeling. Yeah. And not go beside of that. Yeah. Yeah. So that's the way.
What I got, you can't buy. It resides between my eyes. Walked through the fire, came out better on the other side. See, life's like a beach if you find the sand. And right now, I'm feeling like $100,000.
You are listening to Inspired Insider with your host, Dr. Jeremy Wise.
Dr. Jeremy Weiss here, founder of inspiredinsider.com, where I talk with inspirational entrepreneurs and leaders like the founders of P90X, Baby Einstein, Atari, many more, how they overcome big challenges in life and business. Today, I am especially excited. We have Wim Hof. He's known as the Iceman for his ability to withstand extreme cold and control his autonomic nervous system. More remarkable, Wim, is, in my opinion, your proven ability that this can be learned, and you've actually taught other people. And we're going to talk about the study when you train people and they got injected with the endotoxin with no side effects. You led groups to Mount Kilimanjaro in just shorts. Wim holds 21 world records, including one staying immersed in ice up to his neck for an hour and 52 minutes, which completely baffled scientists and myself until I took his course. He reached the top of Mount Kilimanjaro in his shorts within 2 days, climbed Mount Everest wearing nothing but shorts and shoes, completed a half marathon above the Arctic Circle in Finland in temperatures close to -20, Celsius and -4 Fahrenheit, dressed in nothing but shorts, and even went to the opposite extreme and did a marathon in the desert without water. Wim, thanks for joining me.
Thank you, Jeremy.
What's your mission? What drives you to keep doing this? What's your
My mission is to bring happiness, strength, and health for everybody. That means love, and the love of that, I'm endorsing it by scientific scrutiny.
Yeah,
by ciphers and figures and statistics. So to take away the speculation, to take away the doubtfulness, to take away the absence of confidence and belief. So actually, I'm bringing back the belief that we should love each other, and now scientifically endorsed. We are able. What does a mother want for his child?
Yeah,
isn't
to
it
be happy?
Isn't it happy, strong, and healthy?
Sure.
Okay, we will show just that, and that's my mission.
That people can control this.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's not like being Puritan,
Yeah.
all the day doing yoga. These guys, once again, with the research program, they drank like Templars. They had a good time, but
right.
During the day, they were really on to it,
right.
training like hell.
Yeah.
And they got to heaven. I mean, heaven is within. That means control. And then when a bacteria comes in, no chance.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. And this is the way. It's not being, very rigid in your training patterns or your patterns of thinking. It's not being rigid. It's just learning to feel again.
Yeah.
And that there is the possibility and the confidentiality. The confidence. You get back confidence. Is that peace. Yeah. Once you know you are able to get to some place, you don't have the urge so much to go to it.
Yeah. I mean, since it's Inspired Insider, Wim, I always ask, what's been the lowest point in your life, and then how you push through the tough time?
That's the loss of my wife. The loss of my love. That's it. And because anything else I can deal with.
Right.
But it takes two to dance the tango, or to rock and roll, and I love my wife. I love the children. That's such a beautiful thing. So that's the life itself. But for the rest, that's it. No, it's the love of the life. That's it.
That's
the woman.
As tough as it gets. Yeah.
Yes, this is as tough as it gets. Yes, the loss of my wife. Yes.
Yeah. I mean, at that point, you didn't have the same knowledge you do now. What did you do then to cope? Exactly.
I did it instinctively and intuitively. I needed to be there for my kids.
Yeah.
It's very cruel in that sense too.
Yeah.
It doesn't give you a time to think about the loss. It makes you got to take care of the kids.
Yeah.
Now shut up and go do it.
Right.
Here you got the energy. It won't be bothered. We will stash away the grief, and you will work it out later. But your grief has its ways to mutate, and it gets into the life and it influences the life in a different way.
Yeah.
And you don't understand it anymore. But it's like it's suppressing you. And finally you can work it out, but it takes years. But nature tells a father who lost his dear wife, staying there with 4 kids.
Yeah.
You got to take care of the kids.
Yeah.
And that's what I did. So I learned a whole lot, and life is beautiful, but it can be very difficult and very hard sometimes.
Yeah.
But with the right belief and the right control chemically inside, follow your intuition and instinct, and it all come together.
Yeah.
Just breathe better, have cold showers, stay on focus.
What's been the proudest moment for you?
Proudest. Many proud with my children of their. I was always with the school. I played a lot with my kids, and I actually copied my parents.
Yeah.
You know, being Papa and Mama, both of them, just in school. Have your head on your shoulders, then the rest will follow. And I played a lot with them.
Yeah.
So I'm very cosmopolitan. So I'm not just of being Catholic or Islamic or Hinduistic or whatever, or just science. No, I'm all these things. So I wasn't really narrowing their consciousness.
I see.
And so I took them to school, and then I saw that they performed really well in school.
Yeah.
And they all, passed the university and all that. And they all have their masters. And it's not I think it's because I learned them how to focus, just to be, out of love, but also very, making them very conscious of the fact that they are able to develop the brain in a natural state and bringing about the best. Now that made me proud, of course.
Yeah.
Then when the television came, this is a very interesting part.
Yeah.
I'm very proud of my scientific breakthroughs.
Mm-hmm.
That's but when I began to have contact with the television, like 16, 17, 18 years ago, then I began to do these records, these feeds on television. And once again, whenever I did a record or a feed or this or that, I had time to cry. It's when I worked out the grief I had of my wife, because I got out of the ordinary, the conditioning, and then I had space to cry, and then it built it up, and then science came in, and when these scientific experiments came in, that really made me proud. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh wow! Recognition for all I said and all I believed in all the time, and right now we have scientific endorsement. Hey man, yes, recognition makes you silent, makes you proud. A proud man is just standing in the blast of the wind.
Yeah. And
that was me. So right now I'm also convinced, and what makes me really proud now is to help all the children of the world.
Yeah.
I'm into that. For that we need not only money, we need to change the way we think.
Yeah.
And that's done scientific scrutiny, because it goes first through the universities, no speculation, then it gets into the books, and then it will come top down.
Yeah.
We got to change the way we think.
You'll get there. Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry?
You're getting there. You'll get there. Yeah.
We get there.
Yeah.
And that's where we meet, Jeremy.
Yeah.
Because you do good work. And we become stronger. You make me stronger in my message, bringing it out. And your questions, this is a colloquium doctum. Huh? This is an intelligent conversation. And it's mental, good level. Everybody is able to tap in and to reach. And this is the way we spread the love.
Yeah.
But now, non-speculative love.
Yeah.
It's about hormonal systems, and it's about immune systems.
Right.
It's explaining that everybody, in just a matter of one day or 10 minutes or whenever you like, showing that we have the possibility to reconnect with the endocrine systems and the immune systems, thus bringing about happiness, health, and strength.
Right.
For everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love the mission, helping every children in the world. You know, my daughter this morning, 4-year-old, tried to leave the house. She's like, I don't want to wear my coat. I'm like, that's fine. I'll teach you these breathing techniques. Let's go. And my wife's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, don't worry. Leave your coat. Let's go. And then she put her coat on. She's like, this guy's crazy. But I think you will help all the children in the world. You know? So,
right.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I really appreciate, Wim, I have one last question, but any other lessons, anything that we didn't talk about already that you think would be important to mention?
Yes. My final goal is to help all the children, because we got to change the world. We got to change the world. That means bring about the right knowledge, non-speculative, and bring back the confidence and believe that we are able to bring about happiness, strength, and health for everybody. Yeah. We will do it scientifically. And right now we got a row with the materials we have and the boat we have. But it'll grow. It's maybe the Ark of Noah. I don't know. We can use symbols whatsoever, but I use science to prove it.
Yeah.
We got to bring back belief that love is the one. And love composed by strength, health, and happiness.
Yeah.
And those are simply the immune systems and the endocrine systems. And I want to get more research. Maybe through your channel.
Yeah.
I'm calling out for other scientists. Hey man, let's get into research.
Yeah, who's the ideal people to hear your message and get in touch with you? Is it like PhDs? Who are the ideal people?
I think
to spread your message
that's a great channel.
What is?
Another channel, for example, Hollywood.
Mm.
And another one is science.
Mm-hmm.
So the three of them, if they work together, it's like the Three Musketeers.
What was the first one? You said Hollywood, science. What was the first one?
Podcasts.
Oh, podcast. I got it.
Your work is a window. It's a great window.
Yeah.
Very important.
Yeah.
Great work.
Yeah. Well, we'll make that happen. You're already making it happen. And last question, Wim. Tell people where they can find Wim Hof method. What should they check out on your site, or to either take your class, or I know you have an in-person class that you run as well.
Yes. We got a website for that. Mm-hmm. And that's the innerfire.nl. NL is for the Netherlands.
Right.
Very soon, we are working with people in the US right now. And, Lance Hamilton.
Yeah.
He's the big wave surfer.
Sure.
He's a friend of mine.
Hmm.
And we are going to work together. He's a great guy. He's doing this method. He's really onto it.
Yeah.
And the U.S. market is great. These people are very motivated. I think we need to get into the U.S. Better.
Yeah.
Because this is like it's like the Holy Grail.
Yeah.
Because we get into the DNA. And that's it. We get into the DNA, the stem cell, the telomere, and we are able to change the chemistry in just no time. We found out the simpleness and the effectiveness.
Yeah.
So you help me right now.
Yeah.
And that's good. And what we do right now is the best we can do right now.
Yeah.
And people who are listening to this, they will understand. They will see the sense of this, and they will understand. And they say, the one who looks, he will find.
Yeah.
And if they look at this, they will find answers. And they will come with their insights, and their power, and contribute. Because in the end, everybody wants to, to experience love and to share the love. But they don't know how to do it and what tools are able to overcome the speculation and the hectics of the day and the comfort, behavior and all that. Now they will have the tools and they will know. And that's why they will contribute and help. Because we got to help each other. We are friends. We love each other. We love the life. That's where we are. We can make the change.
When's the next time you're going to be in the U.S.?
That's in 2 months.
2 months.
We'll go to Hawaii. And right now I got a Professor Buchel in New York. Mm-hmm. He wants to go with me from New York to Boston, to Harvard University.
Okay.
We're going to talk about stem cell research, and then the Yale University, and talk. But it's still premature. He's organizing it.
Yeah.
It's got to be done, and then I want to go to Hawaii.
Yeah.
To Laird Hamilton, and he is organizing. An idea of mine is to mount Mount Akea, which is the biggest mountain on Hawaii.
Yeah.
And it's going from the tropics to the snow on the mountain, 3,400 meters. It's like 13,000 feet or something. There is snow in the tropics. And we will go all the way up to the summit and dance all night long in shorts.
Yeah.
Like the haka, like something very primordial, and change the saying, Hawaii about palm trees. Now they will then begin to little by little begin to say, as cold as on Hawaii. So that's in March.
Yeah.
Then we see, because the U.S. is a great country with great people.
Yeah.
And I like to reach all those people who have such a motivation. And we got the tools. And together we can change so much for the good. Because in the end, it's about the love and it's about helping the children in the world.
Yeah.
So that's what we do.
Wim, this has been absolutely fantastic. I mean, your energy, your happiness, your love is contagious. And everyone should check out WimHoffMethod.com and innerfire.nl. And this has been absolutely great. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for your patience, Jeremy. I love your work. You're a very good man.
Thank you.
We keep on.
What I got, you can't buy. It resides between my eyes. Walked through the fire, came out better on the other side. See, life's like a beach if you find the sand right